All right, Kobe, you just heard Coach talk about you. He's known you a long time. Just kind of tearing up when he's talking about that relationship. Said you're going to be, great man, great father. Just what does it mean to you, knowing that your time with Gus is coming to an end, and knowing you're playing your final college game on Friday?
It's a blessing. I'm so thankful for Coach. Like, he put a lot into me. Like, my parents trusted him since I went to Auburn, just trusting him with my career. So I just thank Coach. Like, I just thank God for Coach. Coach has been a blessing, and he just every day he never cheated me. He expected nothing but my best every time I went on the field. So it's a blessing to have a guy like that in your corner and just push you to reach your most potential.
Kobe, do you expect to be emotional Friday when you step on the field?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's my last one. Like, I've been through a lot of ups and downs in college football. Like, it ain't going as I planned, but I just thank God for all the moments, man. Like, I just find blessings in everything. Even though this season hasn't went the way we wanted it to go, it's just a blessing to be around those guys every day and just have an impact on the younger guys.
What are you really taking out of this last week of practice as a college player before you get to the NFL?
I'm just soaking it all in, man. Just taking it one day at a time. I mean, it's gonna end before I know it. So I'm just taking advantage of just being around the guys for last couple of days, just going out there to practice with them, just laughing and joking, just taking it all in and just making the most of my time, my last couple of days here.
What are you most proud of during your collegiate career?
My growth, like, as a person. Like, football teaches you a lot of things, and you go through a lot of things that not gonna go your way. Anybody can tell you, like when you come in, things not gonna go as you expect them to go. So, just a lot of lessons and a lot of lessons that God just showed me. Like, everything's not gonna be on your time, and so it's just a blessing to just come in and just adapt and just become a better man. Because football prepares you for the real world in all types of areas.
As Coach mentioned before, two of the main faces of the franchise, you and RJ. What does it mean to both of you that this is your last game, and how much you guys are going to try to get that one final one?
I mean, like, I'm going to go out there and fight. I mean, me and RJ only got one more game. Like, that's my brother. Like, it's a blessing to have him on the team. And, like, he means so much to the university and just the UCF people. So, like, it'll be a blessing just to go out there and win. I just want to go out there and fight. But what you're going to get, you're going to get all on Friday.
Fans have kind of shared a lot of opinions about Gus, knowing him as well as you do. Why do you think he's the right person to continue leading this program?
Yeah, I mean, people gonna say what they want to say, because he's the leader of it all. But it's a lot of things that go on behind closed doors that, like, he can't go out there and play for us. So he can call the plays, but at the end of the day, it comes down to us making the plays and executing. So we just got to be better as players, and we all got to be better as one, like coaches, players, everybody. So we just all got to come together. But Gus is a great guy. So everything you see the media saying, it's just their opinion of him on the outside. They don't really be in between the walls and notice how much the game means to him and how much he want to win.
Kobe, back on media day, everybody was excited that UCF had a shot at going to the college football playoff with it being expanded. Now that you're not even going to a bowl game, how do you keep the younger guys, obviously they want to win for the seniors, but how do you keep the younger guys focused on trying to win this last game?
Like I said, like, God has different plans for everybody. Like, of course you're going to go in. Everybody prays to win every game, but God has different plans. So I just tell the younger guys, like, even though this season's not going how you want it to go, you just got to take some good out of everything. Like, we ain't winning, so what? Like, we ain't winning like how we wanted to win. Just take some good out of it. We still come out here to get better. Like, focus on your craft, get better at your craft. Like, focus on it, not just saying be selfish, but we ain't winning. We can't go to a bowl game, so enjoy the things that you can enjoy and get better on the things that you can get better on. Just focus on the positive things. Like, you can't do nothing about the last game. We lost. It's over with. Try to win the next one.
Was that kind of, Gus mentioned that all the seniors kind of stood up in the meeting. Was that sort of the message that you guys gave the younger guys as you get ready for this week?
Yeah, we just want them to go out there and fight, and if they time happens to present itself, I want them to go out there and make the best of it, because, like, I'm always a fan of a young guy doing good. So I just want them to stay encouraged and just stay positive, because, like, this last game obviously means a lot to us. So we just want them to stay positive. And the guys that go out there, even if they don't get a shot, we're going to go fight for them. And I know if they get in, they'll fight for us also.
I know you guys came in obviously with high expectations. Why do you think it didn't work out this season?
I mean, everybody entitled to their own opinion. So I just feel like we had a lot to get better at, but it just wasn't God's plan. So I'm just a firm believer in Christ, and it wasn't God's plan for us to win this year. So I just thank Him for everything just thank Him for the small things and just the small blessings, just my teammates. So I'm just happy to be around those guys, win, lose, or draw. I'm happy to come here and work every day.
Kobe, how do you think your message was received when all the seniors stood up in the locker room, and how do you think the team is in the locker room right now, the mood and how the practices are for this week coming up?
I mean, obviously we got a bitter taste in our mouth because we ain't been winning like as expected. But I mean, those my brothers, and you feel me? Like we just gonna fight for each other. Like that's all I know. I love being around those guys. I know it ain't too many mopey moves. We out there, we having fun, we talking. It ain't like it's not death. You feel me? We all understand it. We all growing from it. We all learning things. You can look at it as a bad thing and just go around and mope about it all day, or you can just find some positive in it. So I feel like we've been finding the most positive side in it, even though it's like it hurts and it's kind of hard to just find positive. But I feel like we've been finding the positive in it, just going along and just learning and just, you feel me? It's just another step of becoming a man. You ain't gonna win them all.
As your time at UCF is coming to an end, do you have a message to prospective players about UCF?
All I can tell you is you come here, Coach Malzahn wants you to reach your full potential. Like he gonna make you reach your full potential. He gonna do everything in his power to make you reach your full potential. He's gonna coach you hard. If you come here, you got to be a tough guy. You got to be able to be in uncomfortable spots and just strain and just push through.
Kobe, what makes RJ so special, and have you learned anything from him during your time with him?
I mean, RJ taught me just, I don't really got to do a lot of talking, you feel what I'm saying? So RJ is a guy who just lead by example. It's just a blessing to have a guy like that who shows up every day, same mood, great guy. He's just, what make him a special guy is just not what he do on the field, it's just the off the field. Like, he's the best person to hang around, you feel what I'm saying? So, like, he's a great running back. We all know that. I know he's the best running back in the country, but what makes him a great person is just, like his characteristics as a man. Like he's just a great person to be around. He just come to work every day. Don't say too much. Don't talk too much. Just get it done.
You mentioned finding the positive things throughout the season. Well, obviously you went through a lot of adversity. First of all, high expectations, and then start playing 4 different quarterbacks, working with 4 different quarterbacks. How have you found your growth this season? How have you grown through this adversity? I
mean, of course, I came back this year. I had high expectations for me, myself, I set a standard high for myself all the time. But just coming in, it's just a blessing to see the 4 guys get a chance to even go out there and play. Like me, I've been fortunate enough to play all the years, but like guys who never played football got a chance to play football. And I just look at that as a blessing. And I just tried to help those guys and guide them in all the right ways as possible and just try to make plays, even though I know they may not be comfortable in the offense. I just try to, you feel me, go above and beyond to make them look good. And just, because their time coming, I mean, if God will, I go to the NFL. I just want those guys to be able to have something on their resume, and I help them. You feel what I'm saying? So it really ain't about me at that point. It's just a blessing to influence the young guys.
10, 15, 20 years from now, how do you hope UCF fans remember you?
I just hope they remember me as, you feel me, like one of the good receivers who came through here and just made an impact on the team, and I just feel like I could have left 2 years in a row, but I chose UCF, and there was a lot of places I could have went anywhere in the country 2 years in a row, but I chose UCF, and I just want them to see me as a loyal guy because I really didn't want to switch up. And it was things that may have been better. I may not know, but I just chose UCF because of my brothers and the fans, and I felt love here. So I just want them to love me the same way I love them.
Kobe, looking back at your career, what's been your favorite catch in a UCF uniform?
My favorite catch, probably the one-hander against Arizona State that I made. That's probably my favorite catch.
With 3 starts now under his belt, what are you noticing from Dylan Risk and you know, how he's evolving and learning on the fly here?
Dylan just getting better. He's a natural quarterback. He's a natural passer, so he's just getting better each and every game. I think he just got to grow in a lot of areas, but that just comes with opportunity, and he got to get put out there in the fire because a lot of situations he hasn't been faced with, so he's not going to know how to react to them like off the top of his head, but he's gonna get better. He's a guy who wants to win. There's no bitterness about him. He was the 4th guy at the beginning of the year. Had no chance. Really didn't think he was gonna play, like, to be honest. So it's just a blessing to see that guy get a chance and just have a big win when he came in against Arizona. And I just know Dylan will always get better because he's a guy who's eager to win and eager to get better.
Following up on Brandon, obviously UCF wears a lot of uniform. What's your favorite uniform that you've worn at UCF?
My favorite uniform, the Space Game from last year, the light blue uniforms, those were probably my favorite.
What made that your favorite?
I mean, first of all, every time we play in the Space Game, we win, so that's cool. But I just like, the light blue was different. Like, I never played in, like, I went to Auburn, we had 2 uniforms. So coming here and having a different uniform combo, it was cool to me. So I like the light blue, it was like kind of different.
Anything else for Kobe? All right.
Yeah, Kobe, thank you.